Hi, welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Lily, and this is the YouTube channel Green Creek Heart Homeschool. I've got a pen and a banana, and it's morning time, and I have a little bit of free time. I am very grateful for the love on my curriculum video. So, from homeschool mom to homeschool mom, I thought I would just give you a bit of an update on kind of how it's going. So I will say, it is summer and things go on in the summer. We did have some family visiting, so we took some time off for that. And we have other summer activities going on. So we do not do school every day, but we did do that solid first week. And then I think we got another week in, but it was a little bit different than the first, but it was still, 5 days of school. And then since then, I think our first official day back where everybody did their curriculum was yesterday. I'm trying to get this phone up so it's not like that. I guess does it just need to be higher? Yeah, it just literally needs to be higher. Okay. Okay, this is better. This is better. Okay, so yeah, thank you for kind of just talking to me and talking to me back in the comments on my other video. I've kind of always wanted to share about my homeschool journey and stuff like that and have people to talk to about it. So yeah. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is how Learning Without Tears is going, I guess. I don't know, it's going awesome. Yeah, we are past kind of the first portion of the book. So the first portion in the book is just getting you to have finger control with the pen. The crayons, and do basic scribbles, basic lines. It'll have little kind of poems, but we're past all that and we're into, lots of coloring, but we're past that. We're into the main part of the curriculum now, where you do an exercise to practice for a letter. So this was practicing for letter E. You can see we got one good line here. We had to switch out of that crayon. Then we were okay. Then we got a little crazy. Then I had to kind of talk to my son about it. And he did amazing. And then we will build the E with our wooden blocks on our blue mat. And we'll write it on the chalkboard. And then he'll come and write it himself. I thought the time before this was really cute. See, it's you can ask them, what's that? And have them trace it with their finger. And then they make a square fish tank, a square cake, a square window. It kind of gets simpler and simpler than just a square. And then they have to make it themselves. And I thought it was cool. He did a circle. Then he was like, wait a minute, let me fix that. And I said, yeah, remember those corners? And I say, straight line corner, straight line corner. And he did a lot better. And you can see, we did the F as well. So this is going really, really good. I love this little one. Oh, my stomach, y'all. The summer is not my favorite time of year, I have to be honest. I get excited for it. And I'm pretty happy in the spring. And then the beginning of the summer, I'm pumped for. June, the beginning of June, love it. May, the end of May, beginning of June, love it. And then once it starts to hit toward July, I'm just so Irish that, that's why I'm wearing a long sleeve right now. The sun just starts really affecting me. The kind of heat. And yeah, wanting to be outside in nature, but the sun just being so hot. And then sometimes it's a breezy day, but I think the sun's hot because it was the day before. So then I miss out on the breezy day. or I just, yeah, it just takes a lot of gear, a lot of hats, a lot of sunscreen, a lot of long sleeves. And then I can enjoy it, but I have to figure out to do that for everybody and keep the house in order. And I don't know. I'm doing okay this summer, but it's a little bit of a trial and error situation still somehow, even though I don't know. So it's okay. So I'll say this. This is the handwriting. No. This is the Good and the Beautiful handwriting 4. I think I showed this. We had this from 2 years ago, but we did not finish it. I just keep it open to the page we're on, and my daughter will just do it. I don't correct this or anything like that. I really care about cursive. I really loved learning cursive. I know they're not teaching cursive in most schools anymore. I want my daughter to learn cursive, but it's not an essential thing I'm going to put pressure on. I do take print handwriting extremely seriously. It'd be great if I took, I'm making a video about our homeschool. He said, oh. So, it'd be great if I could take cursive as seriously as I took print, but I maybe, like, this is gonna be a light summer thing. It's like a warm up. It's kind of like she'll do this while I am working with her brother, and then, you know, he'll get going on something independent. Like his worksheet will start after I read him his little stuff, and then I'll be over working with her on her main school. And so right now this is just a warm up. I will say in the fall, I might get her like a more, or just kind of like a from the scratch. I don't know. I might do another cursive thing and take it more seriously in the fall. But yeah, as for now, it's just kind of this cute little thing to warm up her day. And even though, like, she'll make mistakes in it and stuff and doesn't have, like, the most perfect spacing or anything like that, like, I'm not correcting it at all, because it's still just looking at a cursive word and writing a cursive word the best you can. And that's fine with me for now, if that makes sense. So that's going good. All right, her apology on math is going well. She had to do a like homework sheet. These come from the book that comes with the curriculum, if you get the whole thing, called the Skills Practice. She had to find a bunch of the least common multiples of different numbers, and then had like a code on both sides to answer a joke, and she liked that, and she was good at it. It was a little interesting, though, in the code. See how it was a little tricky. See how... Oh, maybe it wasn't. Oh, yeah. See how O is 24? But Y is also 24? So it was kind of a good lesson, because she did put the Y instead of the O, and she had gotten the answer right, but like it came up 2 times in the key, not the code, the key. But it was kind of a good lesson we had on like all your schoolwork, because if you know, a lot of these kids will go all over the paper, or they'll read different things at different times, like all your schoolwork, you read it left to right, top to bottom, even a key. Like, that's how your brain needs to learn to scan things. And then you would have come across the O before the Y. You know what I mean? Because they did it like this so that they had, like, so many options. I don't know if they knew that they put the 24 2 times. But either way, if they did, you know, it came first on the letter it was actually on. So it was kind of a good lesson about, like, slow down and do everything right to left. So, yeah, the skills worksheets are going good. And then she had a lesson as well. And, yeah, she's evaluating expressions, learning the order of operations. It's serious, but it's not so serious that like I can't pick up and handle it with her. I'm gonna look with you guys and see what she got right. So I've got my teaching guide and answer key. I'm gonna go to lesson 9 and let's see. Okay. Let's see, 1 she got right. Okay, 1 she got right, 2 she got right. She's making all kind of jokes, writing all kind of jokes on this papers. Okay, so it's good that I brought this out because we're missing something here. She only got 2 right. So that's why it's good to like check the papers quickly. And yeah, I should, and study your book and your answer key and figure out how you get them so that if there's a question they have earlier before they do the main lesson, or so that you can do the first one with them and make sure they have it down right. It seems like she had it down right because she had to do there was another project, I think we threw it out, but there was another project that she had to cut up and fold to do order of operations, and I think she was doing those pretty good, but they did not have the answers to those. So this is the reality of homeschool, y'all. Sometimes you do a homeschool day and then you think your kid gets it, and then it looks like they have a full sheet of paper done, and then the answers are wrong. So I'm going to put this in my answer key and figure out what happened so that I can talk to you guys. I mean, talk to her about that later and get that fixed up with her, which is kind of my bad for not going over it and doing the problems myself first. I've been thinking about that. That's something I really need to add into my homeschool. I haven't picked up my language lessons for a living education 6 this week yet, so I'm not going to say anything about that. Jumping into my first grade sons, how this is going. It's going good. Yesterday we had this thing. I like it. It's like really a reading lesson, but it's just right there for you. You know, letters SH sound like as in ship. Now that's what I say. And then he reads this one. And it did that, and then it continued onto the next page. Oh, then it started doing them with like double letters at the end, and he had to fill in some of those special sounds. And then fill in some of those double letters. And then a couple more double letters he had to fill in, and then it just gave him handwriting. And I will say this handwriting I got serious about. I got serious about making sure he traced theirs first. I got serious about making sure he did it the correct direction. And because of that, he got he kind of got his handwriting the correct size it needs to be, and taking up the correct amount of space between the dotted and harsh line. So I like how they switched into that and gave me, the whole alphabet to practice and room to practice each letter multiple times. He needed that. He got that from this. He also got the reading practice, and he did amazing. And yeah, I'm really proud of him. We've been reading some books together too and stuff like that. As for his math, what did he do yesterday? Oh yeah, we did not have a stamp. He had to do this little thing where it's just counting from 10 rather than recounting the whole 10. And then he had to draw some zeros, understand the concept of zero, and then fill in some numbers. So some number practice writing. I had to make him erase some 5s. And just, some cute other little stuff. So it wasn't a hard math lesson so far this week. We finished our Read Aloud the Wind Boy, and we are going to be starting a new one. And yeah, that's all I'll say for now. Everything's pretty cool. Okay, bye. Just want to update y'all and be real with y'all.